So let's just go and jump immediately into that project because we wasted enough time. If you're new here, man, make sure you end up hitting that subscribe button. But we have to go and declare about like, let me see, I put 7 variables. So this should be quite easy. So we're gonna go const, I don't know, I guess I'm gonna go form because that's currently what we used previously, back and forth. Actually, is there anything else where I could have messed that up too? Because, okay, no, I think I'm good there. But I almost messed that up. And we gotta go reset button. But yeah, the thing is that I just know myself. Like, if I just have too much access to AI and I literally have it, like, on my screen with me, I'm gonna screw myself. I'm not sure, but I just feel like because this is going to be what literally makes it visible, and this is going to be a piece of code that is going to be used, like, quite often throughout the text, we should probably set this function first, because you need to do if it is visible, show this, and then basically else, if I can spell, else show this. So that currently should be like the little bit setup there. If this doesn't make, bro, can I spell? If this doesn't make sense, if I should be doing the query selector, because I don't see why it can't be written like this. So this is, if it is visible, that means we need to put flex, something like that, I think. And then you're doing, I believe, output wrap. But we're gonna see. I'm actually going to leave a note here. If not working, come back here, because I feel like that might be the case, just in case. So style dot display, and then we need this to equal none. We do need to write this function for 1 because we need to be showing what the hell this error is, which of course we're going to need message up in here, equal whatever the message is. And then from here, I believe that's it. And then we need to write another function just so that that could end up clearing. So I think so far this looks all right. We just now need to get into the nitty gritty. The input initially, which should be easy. We're just going to get the variable. And I believe in here, I'm not sure if we're putting hide in here or if we're doing a set it to, I think, false, right? Because it won't be true. So like the output cannot be visible as of right now. We need to contact the converter is all I know. We need to do an add event listener, which is weird because I always thought you would have added that to the button. But I think I see where this is going. So I believe you go E, you do the arrow function, you drop down. Yo, what is up, SB? What is up? So you're doing form add event listener click, you're doing the arrow function, and then I think within this, at default, just because for 1, I don't know if this needs, yeah, it needs one of these. For 1, I believe this is how you, stop the page from refreshing, something like that. You just immediately go clear error. Yeah, right? Because you're just clicking it. The user's input should be the decimal input, and then the problem is that you need to get the value of that. And then I guess dot trim, which I honestly don't. Can they stop playing with me? Can they stop playing with me? And then dot trim, which I'm gonna go, let's go enter a, oops, enter a decimal. It says, I'm coming back for you. 110 days, 5 days is sufficient. Hey, that's what's up. That is what's up, man. You definitely got this, bro. It says, enter a decimal. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. But apparently, this is just what we're supposed to do. So then we're supposed to get into false here. And then we simply just return. So that was quite easy. I think for this next step, I kind of gave myself a little bit more leniency here, because this is when you finally get into regex. And I'm not the biggest regex girly, okay? Oh, but I said it the moment I looked at it. I'm like, it doesn't even look like regex. Oh, okay, there we go. That looks better. It looks ugly, but that makes more sense. I must have missed like a dash or something. I think so. But it's like try, and then they're doing something later called catch. This is the first time I've ever been introduced to it. And I kind of like being introduced to new things, just because it preps you for these things in the future. But all I do know based on my notes is that I need to declare n, which I think is supposed to be a big, which they called big integer. I think when we did it inside of Free Code Camp, we just used I think we just used, not math.floor, but we just used something for integer. I think it was parse integer, but we're doing big integer, I guess, to be able to do bigger numbers. So this holds, larger numbers, and you end up throwing raw in there. If you're not understanding where raw came from, this is the decimal input dot value. And then we did trim. I still kind of a little bit iffy on the definition of trim, but they just texted me saying to call. But no, I'm just kidding. Probably call them after this. We're going to go to here, because I remember that one to the T. I think the next step in my notes is saying oh wait, no, I think I already wrote that. Because I'm surprised that I even got that as quickly as I did. But next we need to go and target, I believe, the actual, because this is just binary. So now we need to actually target the binary area and put it to binary, which is going to be a little bit confusing, because why would I name this? I mean, I get it because this is going to be the binary area, but then naming the other variable binary is going to make you think it's the binary area because this is binary. It's very difficult thinking. Don't ask me later. So we're going to go binary area is going to equal, oh wait, not even, because I forgot. I got to get the value of the binary area, which is going to equal binary. So now I guess from this point moving forward, at least within this try, because I don't think it leaves outside of the try, we're going to be using binary. So you said, what is the name of the project? The name of this project is, I don't know why I'm doing it in practice projects, to be honest, but the name of the project should be decimal to binary converter. This set the output to be true. You said, I saw your previous video, Desert Shopping Cart from Front-End Mentor, and I'm planning to use Vite.js, TypeScript, and Tailwind on my attempt. Do you have any recommendations for back-end practice? No, I actually don't, because I currently don't know backend, so I actually wouldn't be able to tell you. There might be some people in the comments that can answer that, but if not, there might be people in my Discord, which should be in the description if it's not my fault. Do this. So we got to show the error. So this logs the error, this is going to show what the error is, and then it's going to keep it false. But exactly what am I writing inside of here? So I guess this is if you put like a number in, but it doesn't work. So I'm going to have to go with like, let's go conversion failed. I don't know. Let's go conversion failed, something like that. Something like that. Now let me look at my next step, because I'm not sure if I need to keep it within this. I don't think so. I think from here it's going to be reset. I think the decimal input.value is ultimately going to be reset, so we got to equal that. What is something else that's going to be reset? Because the value is going to be reset, and then you need the answer box, whatever that's called. Is a binary area.value is going to be reset? I think so. So binary area.value is going to be reset, so that would have to be 0, 0. I mean, oops, I like minus. Focus. I don't know what the hell focus is. I literally wrote that one out completely because I was like if I feel like I'm not going to know something or remember something, I simply just write it out because I'm like, nah. The other one at some point, because they're doing something with await, which is something I literally never used before. But honestly, I feel like when it comes to understanding something, I think the best bet is to honestly copy it down word for word and then break it down either through ChatGPT or Google, right? Or MDM Docs, break down what each thing is doing, and then try to rewrite it yourself in different ways. So I feel like as of right now, y'all are just going to be seeing a little bit of my learning process, which I know some people don't agree with, but at the end of the day, it's been very helpful for me. I think it's like Excel command, which should be copy. And then, yeah, because see, there's a bunch of, wait, damn, did I mess something up? Move, nigga, damn. All right, let me see. Oh my goodness. Can this please? Let's go copy button. It says, spelled as Macarena, as a matter of fact, at least in my language. Oh, okay. Macarena? So is that how I pronounce it? So we're going to go copy button. We got to go text content, which this should be pretty easy. I think currently what I'm doing here is I just need to make it say like copied. But then that's the thing. Did I mess up at the top? Okay, no. So that was supposed to say the same thing. So that was when I'm like, what are we doing here? Fails, I guess, if it doesn't execute the command of copy. Then why are we doing text content copied if it didn't get copied? Or maybe it's just saying like target it. Or maybe to say it so it shows that I clicked it, but then it's still going to show in the error that it failed in a way. Not too positive. So now this is starting to look right. Oh my goodness, that was hell. I'm so sorry, y'all. I can't believe a missed note threw off this whole entire thing. So they don't even know what the hell my input is. But this can't be click. So obviously this is going to have to be key down. And then we're going to have to go here, put the E, I think, do the arrow. And then we're probably going to have to do the prevent, E.prevent default, I believe. Because normally whenever you put the E in there, that's kind of what you do. And then so E.key. And then E.key, I'm assuming would have to equal to, oops, that was crazy. Would have to equal to, is it error? I mean, enter. And then I think we're going to drop that down. And then now I believe is when we finally grab this, put this inside of the if statement. Let's see if we can get 4 more subs on, because right now I sincerely wrote this out as well. And I can admit that because I knew I wasn't going to understand it at all. What the hell? Because what the hell are they talking about? Like bubbles, if true, like what are we saying? You know what I mean? I don't even understand that. I don't even understand that. And then this should be 3. Oh, wait, no, not even. I think this is supposed to be wrapped in one of these. Okay, I'm like, what the hell? But even so, like, I wouldn't understand this for nothing. For literally nothing. And I think that's it. But I know I definitely messed up with syntax somewhere because I'm having an extra little... I'm having an extra little thing pop up here. Yeah. Yeah, I messed up with syntax somewhere. I think it might be this one. No, this one looks fine. I'm gonna have to go back through my code to see exactly where I'm going wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look exactly at my reference to see where I'm going wrong. Because as I said, at this point, I know numbers should have went. So it says enter a decimal integer. I didn't even try yet. Oh, it went. But does it actually copy? Let's see. Oh, okay, it did. So does it work or... Let's do 100. Actually, let's do 500. Is that too big? I'm surprised they didn't give us an error. Camp was really trying to implement that on us for a minute. This is amazing. Thank y'all so much for joining and tuning in for this live. I'm so sorry for something that I normally don't do, which is, you know, like I normally don't have to like go through a whole large section of text that I don't understand and then kind of go word for word for it. But that's definitely going to be something that, like I said, I'm going to have to work on my free time because I don't want it to come off as though I don't know what the hell I'm coding. Because the thing is that I do know what I'm coding. It's just specifically with that. They did teach me in a new way, which I think is super fun, but I don't know how I missed that. I think it was because it looked very similar that I just straight up like ended up missing it for some reason. But yeah, so if y'all ended up enjoying the stream, thank y'all so much for enjoying it, man. Honestly, I'm just here documenting my coding journey for about 155 days. We're at 1,518. Just 2 more subscribers to hit 520. Y'all are amazing. Really, truly goated. Thank y'all to the old subs. Thank y'all to the new subs. Y'all are just original, like, my playlist. I literally have day 0 all the way up until day now. Of course, you're gonna have to go from, like, day 0 all the way up until... to my live stream so it could stay connected. And I've been going live almost every single day at 12 p.m. EST. So if you're new here, there's always something to tune into every single day at 12 p.m. EST, basically around the time you probably joined this live stream. So it's definitely a super cool, super dope place to end up being if you want to, you know, study alongside somebody or help somebody, right? Mentor someone. We have a Discord in the description if you want to go in there if you have any questions or, you know, just anything that you want to learn or see or talk to, because there's a bunch of junior developers in there as well that could need some guidance other than me, other than myself. But thank y'all so much for rocking with me, for tuning in to this live stream. And I'm so sorry, man. I keep apologizing for it, but it just kind of sucks because when, like, I think I kind of discouraged myself because I knew I should have took a note on that. Ended up enjoying this live stream. Y'all have been amazing. Thank you so much for the support. This would be the end. Deuces.